everybody, this is Rhys Barber from Audiology Associates. Thanks for watching that wax removal video today. We've got it all in this video. We've got plugs, we've got perforations, so stay tuned for this one. Now we've got the Jobson horn in here straight away. Now this wax is a really difficult consistency because it's a bit like the clay type wax that we normally talk about, but slightly hardened up. So I want you to think about sort of slightly gone off Play-Doh or plasticine, and you'll get that sort of crust that forms on the outside edge, but the center of it will still be a little bit softer. That's what this is like. I couldn't think of a good food analogy for this one, guys. We're just taking this away with the Jobson horn. Why are we using the Jobson horn, guys? Because the suction tube just wouldn't cut the mustard on this one. It's just not gonna get through this one at all, because it would just keep blocking all the time and it wouldn't have enough suction power to pull this out just because of the consistency of the wax. Now, the good thing about this type of wax is that it does tend to bind to itself really well. So what we're doing here is getting a good grip behind this section. And if you look, as we're pulling this out, we've got this hardened crust. So I'm trying to get hold of that. There you go, that crust on the outside. That's going to allow us to draw the whole plug out. And that's exactly what's happened here. We'll give you a really detailed shot of this plug that goes on for a little while. But you can really see the size of that plug there. Really chunky plug. It's got this really dry layer around the outside edge. When we go back into the ear canal now in a second, I'm going to show you that. So when we take a look here, you'll see at the sort of attic at the very top of the ear canal there, this very thin layer. Now this is that crust I was talking around the outside edge. Look how thick that is. Now you tend to find you get this when the ear canals look this way. You'll see it's got that slightly pink look to it. It's got this little lift of dry skin all the way along it. Basically all that dry skin is sucking the moisture and the oil out of this wax, making it form this really thick and hardened outer crusty layer. And that's what we've got here. Now you will see a perforation to this eardrum smack in the middle of the eardrum there. You'll see that central section. Now it's difficult to differentiate between whether it's a retraction pocket or a perforation, but this patient's had a perforation for a little while. It's pretty well behaved, doesn't weep too much. Long history of ear infections and ear issues with that patient as well, which is hence why the perforations there. So just under 3 centimeters, 1 inch of earwax removed from that particular patient's ear canal. You can see that really chunky piece there at the bottom. Stay tuned for the second patient in this compilation as well, guys. Don't you go anywhere. I'm sorry, you can go somewhere if you want. I don't mean to be that. But you can see you've got this big piece of wax here right deep inside the ear canal. Let's grab that, bring that out. It's nice and hard. If we're lucky, it's not going to be formed in too much of a bend, and we should be able to get this out nice and easily. Should we give this a bit of a wiggle? Let's help this along. There you go. Out, this is starting to come. Bit more of a wiggle. Ooh, it's quite hypnotic. So out that's coming. Let's lift this up to the camera so you can see. Absolutely perfect. Let's take the next piece away as well. Brilliant. Now it looks to me, just looking beyond that plug of wax, it looks like everything's come out there, but we'll just double check that for you now. There we go. Eardrum. Oh, a little patch of scarring or tympanosclerosis there to the top right corner of the eardrum. You just see that little white cloudy patch there. Now that may be a little bit of scarring, possibly from infections when the little one was, when the patient was littler. There was no history of ENT problems with this particular patient. Sometimes you can get these little patches form just with age. Basically, they do form on people's ear canals. So we've got a little bit of a softer plug here on the other ear canal. Let's get rid of that for you then. So out this is coming. You can see it's got a bit of a harder tail attached to the back end of it as well. Out that comes. Let's take a look behind that. And we'll just get rid of this little loose bit of also dry skin here. Let's get rid of you. Perfect. A little bit of a tidy up on the outside edge as well. Here we go. Quite a lot of a tidy up on the outside edge, and there we are. You can see what it looked like beforehand. You'll see another patch of tympanosclerosis on that side as well. So we've got 2 centimeters worth of wax, 3/4 of an inch or just over for that one. Guys, if you do enjoy these videos, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy this one, give us a thumbs up. And as always, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of your ears, and take care of one another. And I'll see you again real soon. Bye, everyone.